Hello everybody and all aboard to Chef's Choice. I've talked in my last two videos about the semi-finals of the Eurovision Song Contest in Lisbon. But there are of course 6 countries that I couldn't talk about because they're not in the semi-finals. So let's talk about Portugal and the Big Five. No, not these Big Five, these Big Five. Actually, there are quite a bit more Big Fives out there than I thought. But anyway, if you've seen my video about the Big Five status last year, you know that I don't think there's any advantage for the countries to basically buy their final ticket and even paying 10 times less than the host country does for the same ticket. It's like skipping the group round of the European Soccer Championship by generously donating money to the FIFA. But that shouldn't be the topic here. If you want to see my video about that issue, I'll put a link in the description below. But now, before I talk about the 6 missing acts this year, there's something that I need you for. I'll be giving a radio interview for a local radio channel in Germany on Monday, and they asked me to ask you what your favorite act of Portugal and the Big Five is this year. So I made a poll that you can participate in when you click on the little eye icon up here, even while this video is playing. And I put a link to the live stream of the radio channel in the description below. So if you understand German and want to hear me talk on the radio, it will be broadcast live on Monday at 9 PM CET. I will probably do a video where I talk about the pre-parties and concerts tomorrow, because there have been quite a few surprises, good and bad ones, but mostly bad. But now finally, here's my opinion about the automatic qualifiers this year so far. France. Madame Monsieur have been very consistent since their first performance at Destination Eurovision. To me, almost to the point that it gets slightly boring. But they have a very unique song with a strong message and a very catchy melody, so it's really easy for the audience to sing along and participate. I'm not so sure how contagious it will be through the cameras, because so far I haven't felt a real connection to them when they performed, but based on the buzz that the song gets on social media, I'm certain that it will land in the top 10, probably top 5, maybe even top 3 if they're lucky. But for a winning song, I think it's lacking something this year. By the way, I tried to join in this meme that started with the Bee movie a couple of years ago, when someone made a video where every time they said the word bee, the video gets faster. I've seen this being adapted for Eurovision as well, so I tried what happens when merci gets faster every time they say merci. So here's a snippet. You can see the full video on Twitter. I put a link in the description below. Germany. I'm afraid Germany faces similar problems as last year. Again, they have a good solid pop song and a good solid singer. I think this year's song is even better than last year's because there's more depth to it. And Michael Schulte has a beautiful voice, but they need to be very careful with the staging. Because even when he's alone on stage, I feel like he's having trouble to keep the focus on him. I don't want to say that he's boring, but he's somewhat invisible. I do think there's a lot of potential in this song, and when he performed in London with nothing but a spotlight on him and a very small stage, it worked. So I hope they make the staging in Lisbon as intimate as possible for him, and maybe dress him up just a little bit. I'm not saying he should disguise himself, but so far it's just a bit too casual for a Eurovision performance. So I think Germany can place anywhere from 23rd to 8th place. I don't think they will rank last this year, which is already an achievement. Italy. It took me a while to appreciate this song, but now when it comes up on Spotify, I really like it. I think it was the performance at Sanremo that let me down. The song is stronger than they made it seem back then. So I think Italy continues their streak of great songs that they had since 2011, and a top 10 placement is definitely achievable, but like France, there's something missing. Most people seem to have forgotten the song, because I hear no one talking about it, which isn't a good sign. Portugal. I still think there were better songs that Portugal could have chosen in their national selection. O Jardim grew on me over time, but the performance at Festival da Canção was disappointing. I don't understand why Isaura, who wrote the song and was on stage with Claudia, doesn't sing the song herself. I think it would be a lot more successful because she's the stronger singer and has more personality than Claudia. Both of them together just doesn't add up for me. So far I'd say it will place between the 10th and 15th place. Spain. This is my personal favorite of the 6 automatic qualifiers, but I don't think it will place as high as I want it to. While it's a beautiful, soothing ballad, it easily comes across as cheesy. It has the magical power of Alfred and Amaya together that felt so pure and true in the beginning. So if they can recreate this magic in Lisbon, they can be really surprising for the first-time viewers. But their live performances so far after the national selection weren't as powerful as their first appearance. And they need the chemistry between the two of them to rank high, because their voices aren't quite as good as others in the contest. I think a high top 10 placement is in reach, but a lot can happen. Last and maybe least, the United Kingdom. I think the whole weight on the UK's participation lies on Suri's shoulders, because the song itself isn't good enough to rank higher than 20th. But she is a great performer, and with her energy she can make the song into something better than it actually is. Last year I had similar expectations and they blew me away with a perfect staging. So I'd say a lot is still possible for Suri as well, but overall I think it's the weakest of the 6 qualifiers and won't be able to make it on the left side of the scoreboard for sure. So that's my opinion about the automatic qualifiers this year. Again, if you haven't voted in the poll up here, please do, so I get an impression where your head's at. And of course, I'm excited to read your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!